The government put that kind of stuff out early days in order to persuade people to just avoid the issue. Meaning, maybe it's true, but everybody will go insane, so don't bother. It's all bullshit. It's all propaganda. We could have handled the ET announcement in 1947. We just went through a world war with 40 million people killed. We had millions of men overseas. We did unbelievable sacrifice. And so we're going to fall apart because we learned there's extraterrestrials in the world in 1947? I don't think so.
There's a lot of people with different opinions as to why the government will not disclose. But there's several that resonate with me. And again, it's just my opinion. And I think that the first one is that even though we say that we're ready as a society, I really don't think we are.
See, the truth is not what creates panics. It's lies and falsity that creates panics. And so that is another red herring that was used to justify in the minds of people staying out of this issue.
When Orson Welles aired his War of the Worlds radio show, it sparked such chaos and fear in the public. It's been theorized that that's one reason why the government said we better not reveal this information because it could cause a widespread panic and it could cause an entire meltdown.
We could hold a radio show that was a scripted show and put out a statement that no, this is just a script, right? But unfortunately, we didn't do it enough, and not a lot of people heard it. And it was about a major virus outbreak in California, and hundreds of thousands of people were coming down sick, and we generate a mass panic. Does that mean that the American people can't deal with the concept of a endemic or pandemic flu? No. That was a radio show that ended up being people thought was true when it wasn't. In other words, it wasn't the truth, it was false.
I don't think anybody would panic, believe it or not. I think they panicked back in the day, but we're sort of gotten used to the UFO syndrome, if you will. And if they landed on this planet today, we might try to be friends with them. You know what I mean? And I think that's probably what would happen. I don't think anybody would panic.
Well, it wasn't completely ignored. It was in the newspapers several months after it happened. Well, what they did was lie. They switched, bait and switch. They changed the time, and they're talking about airplanes, military planes dropping flares. It was in the wrong part of the sky. There were, as you say, a lot of witnesses, and it was at the wrong time. But they got away with it because the press isn't doing its job.
And you know something? Religion's been around for thousands and thousands of years. It's very resilient. And I doubt there's anything the extraterrestrials would show us that would significantly reduce the religious observance of this planet. It's time for us to expand our thinking, expand our understanding.